So it's the after game thoughts from Mr. Henrik Pedersen and how he thought it was. And again, it's one of those things where I've said from the get go, it's always going to be the case that playing from the heart, they deserve a lot of respect. To be a team performance like they did today showed good mental, showing the mentality, showed the character, showed from their heart the group it built from. I'm so proud of such performance in such a situation like this. Their minds were up until the 10 to 15 minutes to go on the game, and this is what's special about this group. They can put everything away and use to focus on what they can control and do it again each day in training. Again, today they showed everything from the bottom of their hearts. And it just shows you how well the mentality of this team is currently going. Everything that's going on, they haven't been paid, and they are still putting in this kind of performance and heart and passion, and they're playing for the badge. They'll be bothered about not getting paid, but they understand what the club means to so many people. And I think that's the big thing that they got here, that the club means a lot to a lot of people. And I think you're needing to see that a lot more. And the more you see that come through, you see in the performances. You see how we're playing. You see how they're going after everything. They're not putting their head down. They're just going for it. And for me, that is something I'm very proud of. Now, Pedersen did say last night he was very surprised by the amount of time that got added on. I think we all were. He said, first of all, they are very, very, very tired, but the second disappointment, but happy to remember where we are coming from, and they can sit in the dressing room after the game away in Birmingham and be a little disappointed, but we are far on this from a group. He also said it was a very windy element that we had to compete. It told me about the character from the 16-year-old boy to Barry, the togetherness and discipline there. But he was annoyed with how the referee kind of just put that time out. I don't know where that 8 minute came from. I'll be brutally honest. It was bad and it went over that. And you're just thinking, what else can we do that we're currently doing to just try and keep going? Now, I think Barry Bannon last night was more of a case of healthy cramp. He does a lot of running. It's one of those things he's going to have that. Part of one of what Barry is very good at is pushing forward, going at players, running just through brick walls for this club and for the players. And you can see it. You can see that it's definitely a player who's enjoying playing football again, in football, but also he puts so much in a game. And you just see there are times where you go, if we just had another Barry, if we just had another younger version of him, just come on, let him rest, and then come back on again in the next game. But it took cramp. It's one of them. You're going to get it. Going to have to be very careful what we do in how we fix stuff in that. Matt Lowe made a very crucial tackle in that game that really helped us. And he was speaking to the Sheffield Wednesday YouTube channel. He said, I'll be honest, we're devastated. We put so much into that game. But I think with the current circumstances, it's a point on the ball. We're delighted with that. It's another point in the right direction. We can take positive from the game. There is real togetherness. I think everybody watching can see that. We are playing like a proper team now. We don't have the best pre-season, but I can see we are working in the right direction. Henrik have been classed with us. Baz and Palms have led from the front, and the young lads are doing really well. We know that it is. He said, we know that if we're going to do every game, no game is going to be easy this league. You can tell from the start to the young lads. Everyone knows their roles and are real together. We're leaving everything out there. And then it's the next man up. And I like that. I love that mentality. The next man up, the next person steps up. We step up as a team. And I think that's something we have to see as a positive. We have to see this as a positive, us stepping forward and going together and trying to see if we can just keep putting that performance in. This is a team that hasn't been paid. like generally have not been paid and are doing that level of performance and playing well for one another, playing for each of the fans, and just being able to do what we're doing is incredible. So yeah, on the ongoing thing about players striking or refusing to play, Henrik Pedersen had said this afterwards. I have not heard anything about this. The players have always trained no matter what's happened. It's a bigger respect for this because they could also choose other things. But I have heard nothing about this from the coming days. And this just comes from the whole thing that's happened. We've not spoken about this today. Everything new about the situation. We know it's difficult, but we have to use all energy today on the performance tonight. We know 100% that if we start to use that energy for other things, we will start to lose the performance. We have done everything, getting up this morning to the last minute, putting it in the team and bringing the best possible performance. I'm proud of them, the staff, the coaches. They have been fantastic. Mirror for the players. And am I a disappointed? I am a disappointed, happy manager. Really nice way of putting it. I'm a disappointed, happy manager. Disappointed we didn't get 3 points, but happy that we played well. So it's how we are. That's what we're going through at the minute. Let's see what happens in the next couple of days and next couple of weeks, how everything goes. It sounds like we still haven't got the stadium thing sorted, so that's going to be another thing we've got to look at. We'll get a 6th embargo, no doubt, for not playing players on time and staff. So that'll be another thing to add to the list of situations. The football regulator want to get going in November. Be a very big thing for them if they could get going and have things in place ready for November to go at DC if he's still here. But we need change. We need change so much. They're going to be live stream tonight at 7 p.m. It'll be a debrief for the weekend game and tonight's game. So join me for that. It should be good. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll speak to you in the next one. But yeah, as fans, we keep doing what we can do by supporting the players on the pitch and seeing what happens off the pitch with everything else. Yes, there's rumours about staff being told to put a statement out there and stuff like that. It's all rumours at the minute. So it's one of the ones I can see DC trying to manipulate it, but any fan or staff member who kind of sees that will know that this isn't the case. Come on, look at March this year. Money was still going into the club and you couldn't pay people then. November, you missed the HMRC. Money was going into the club. You had people money for the first shirt pre-orders as well. And you had shirt money and you still had that. So, not a case of that. But like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.